everyone, and welcome back to our channel.
Hi
I
guys!
am Manne from Armenia, and I am talking today with
Hello!
my friend,
Hey,
roommate,
hello!
one of the best people in the boarding, Natashka. Natasha, please introduce yourself.
Can I can I can I just say something?
Hi everyone. I am Natasha, I'm from Moldova, and today we're gonna present you everything about group 4 subjects.
Group 4 subjects includes 3 subjects: chemistry, biology, and physics.
Physics.
So we made a small presentation for you, which we are going to talk about. Then we're going to have small conversation session with Natashka, and then we have already created WhatsApp group, which is for DP1s and with us. So you can ask a lot of questions about your subject choices, about boarding, about stuff, about cultural differences, stress, and we're eager to help. We're here to help. So please text us, email us, and don't be shy. Now I'm going to share my screen with you. Before doing share screening, I will ask some questions. Natashka, how are you?
I'm great. Enjoying summer holidays, finally. How are you?
Enjoying summer holidays. Actually, I'm also enjoying my summer holidays during current time, but I don't know how to enjoy so, because it is very difficult actually to do something during current time if your country have 25,000 cases. We're talking about IB chemistry and physics today. Now, right now, after Natasha 10, 9, 8,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Let's go.
Group 3 projects. Group 4 includes 3 subjects: chemistry, biology, and physics. And you can take both SL and HL. So the main difference between HL and SL is that if you are going to become an engineer, doctor, science guy, you are going to go deep into the course. But core is if you are taking like humanitarian business and stuff, and you're not going to continue your science field in the university, core part is more than enough. IB chemistry. I am personally taking IB SL and IB chemistry SL, and I'm really enjoying the course. So I personally would recommend you IB chemistry SL if you like both to memorize some stuff and both calculations. So it is really very interesting, and actually our teacher is really helpful. So there are 2 main assessments: external assessment and internal assessment. But personally, my advice is that both biology, chemistry, and physics have the same assessment, so don't worry about it. That I'm not going to talk about it a lot because you can find it in the group chat. So yes, don't be stressed out about it. During our inquiry, we are going to talk about why you should choose chemistry or physics. What are the main challenges that we have already overcome? Because if you don't know, we're also coming from post-Soviet state, and we were also in DP1. We're also confused, but as you know, Natasha,
And it was not so long ago, and we are still confused about a lot of stuff.
Syllabus content, guys. Now you can read the whole syllabus, but I'm not going to read it for you because I don't like to read.
The floor is finally mine. Okay, guys. Never mind. That was just to grab your attention and make this video a little bit more funny. So let's talk about biology. I've been taking this course for the previous academic year, and what I want to say is that it's not really very difficult if you study every single week. As I guess consistency is important because in this class all these parts, they do have to come together in your brain, because answering one question you might be asked to use some pieces of information from one topic and from the other one and to combine it somehow and to use common sense and logic. So you'll get to know it more once you start the program. But as for now, let's talk about the curriculum to find out if you actually know already some of these topics. If you don't, do not worry about it.
You will have these 2 years to get to know all the topics, and you will get enough support. If you need some extra help, it will also be provided by the school teachers. So on the screen, you can see all the topics you will be studying. First 6 are for standard level, and the rest are additional topics high level has to study. Speaking about this class, I should say that you must be prepared to get to know some chemistry as well. So if you do have some background, it would be nice. If you don't, it will be fine as well. So do not worry about it. Just be ready and be aware of the fact that there are some points where these two sciences can be linked to each other, and just be aware of the fact that there are some topics where these two sciences can be linked to each other as they're so tightly interconnected. That's why it's essential to understand that chemistry is another sphere you would have to undertake a little bit in order to be successful in your biology class. Besides that, I want to say that this class is not very hard as long as you do study. And I personally find it helpful to be taking notes after every single class, because just reading the textbook, it won't be enough if you want a high grade. But there are also a lot of online resources available, and there are many kids who are taking this class as well, which you could talk to and get some peer education and some help from. Speaking about SL and HL, I would like to say that if you're truly passionate about the class, or if it does connect to your profession you would like to undertake when you graduate from high school somehow, then you do have to study it on a high level. If you just wanted to expand your knowledge in this field, but you're not gonna do it never again in your life, then standard level would be more than enough just to be as knowledgeable as any other high school graduate. And yeah, this choice is up to you. But anyways, biology is an interesting class to be taking.
Now, I am giving my role to my friend who's going to talk about physics. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mane. I also don't like to read. That's why. I'm sure you can do it by yourselves. You can just look here at the screen, and you can see that here are core topics as well as higher level topics. What does it mean? It means that at core topics, everyone who takes physics study them. But what's about HL topics? You can understand that if you take HL physics, you will study them as well. If you're interested in HL physics or HL math, it will be good for you to take it. But if you're not so good at calculations and you don't think you can solve more difficult problems, more complex ones, then I would recommend you to choose Physics SL. Here in the physics, there are also two types of assessments as well as in chemistry, internal assessment and external assessment. I will not going to talk about them because you will know everything from your teachers. But I will say just a few words about external assessments. It consists of an exam of 3 papers, paper 1, paper 2, and 3. So paper 1 is multiple choice questions, paper 2 is short answered questions, and paper 3 is data-based questions. Yes, and internal assessment accounts 20% of the final grade, but you don't have to worry about it because you will get all the instructions and even more than enough instructions from your teachers. So just be calm and enjoy your studying, future studying.
Okay, guys. And now, if you are kind of confused, it is quite fine. We were confused in defeat one, but the key thing is not to be stressed out and make right decision. Now, in order to guide you, I'm going to ask some questions to Natashka, and she's going to answer all of them. First question, what were the main challenges that you overcome in your DP1? Sorry. Like in September, except living with me.
It was not a challenge. It was a challenge like to get our room, but we are not gonna talk about that. So
what are the challenges that you need to overcome in your DP1?
Okay, so there are several challenges. First of all, it was language. I think you understand it because you are not from English-speaking countries as well as we do. So it was quite difficult at the beginning to understand all the teachers, especially when they are from different countries. Some of them are from America, some of them are from India, from Georgia, from England. So everyone has their own accents, and it was not very understandable at the beginning, but then you will get used to it. So don't worry. Yeah. Also about challenges, there was one thing connected to IB curriculum. There are some special stuff that you don't know yet. About significant figures, you will learn it. It's a very tricky thing. So you will have a lot of problems with that, but just be careful.
One question that I would like to ask is, do you think you can get easily 7 in chemistry or physics? Is it easy to get 7? Like, I have a question. Can you just be a lazy guy, don't study, and just get 7 for physics and chemistry? Is it difficult? Because you have 7 for both of the subjects, and you have high grades. So, was it difficult to study, or do you need to study?
If you are a genius, you don't need to study at all. But if you are a normal person, then you have to study at least the curriculum of both of these subjects. You will have to know some concepts anyway. At the exams, you will be provided by a data booklet with formulas. But if you don't know where they are, you cannot use them. You should learn everything at the lessons. You should write good notes in order to repeat everything before exams, revise everything before exams.
I think you should study. Okay, but I mean, if you have really good background of physics and chemistry or biology, still you need to study IB concepts and stuff. So just don't be stressed out if you can't. You actually can. It's possible. We did it. And that we did it. Yes, we did it. But still, you need to study
yes,
well.
yes.
Yes, we are done with the one. Okay. Now the next.
We are done with exams.
We're done. Corona is waiting. Next question is.
Why do you think that chemistry or physics is important?
Oh my God.
Why do people to choose it? Why not biology? Why especially
Biology. Like I had personal reasons not to take biology. So if you think you would like to know why didn't I take biology, please write in our WhatsApp group, which link is provided in the description box. Okay. Like why should you take chemistry? Me personally, I didn't have any background of any science, but I really enjoyed chemistry. Like formulas, I mean, chemistry is kind of the mixture of calculation and concepts, so I really enjoyed it. About physics, if you are good at math, if you're coming from Physimat, if you personally, I know that both Moldovan and Armenian curriculum of physics are really very hard. So if you, I think Belarusians also, and I don't know about Georgian and other stuff, but I mean, if you're coming from Ukrainian, I think it was also hard. So if you're coming from these countries, just pick like physics if you are coming from Physimat. It is not going to be as difficult as the same. And if you want to study medicine, engineering, especially engineering, take both subjects because it is important in your university, and you will find in the end of PP1 that you need to take a chemistry and you say, wow. No, take from the beginning. And why should you also take chemistry? Because we have wonderful teacher, you know, like he will give you all the instructions, email him, text him, write him.
The best teacher ever.
Okay, text us personally about it. If you want to like some more details, text us personally about all the teachers and stuff. So because it is public video, guys, we are also studying at school, so please.
Yeah, don't hesitate to ask about anything that interests you. We're here to help you, so.
We're here to help, guys. So please subscribe to our channel. If we don't know how to answer, we will find a person who will answer all of your questions. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. And now I'm giving like the last voice to Natasha.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, even though I don't know who you are yet. But I hope we'll find out it soon. So yes, if you have any questions, you can contact us anytime, and you can ask really everything. I know that it's difficult for you to choose one subject out of three now from this group, but just keep in mind our instructions. You can look one more time in the subject guide, but you don't have to do it. Just just полагайтесь на вашу интуицию, and everything will be great.
Okay, thank you for joining. Bye.